WHBC.
The Kenny and JT Show is brought to you by Rooster's Wings and More. Be fun. Be casual.
Ding, ding.
These guys have a lot to say, and they never stop talking.
Well, and listen to those two clowns.
I am not a happy camper.
I've had enough of that malarkey.
Don't wreck our show, you hoser.
Live from News Talk 1480 WHBC.
It's a household name.
All right, Dan.
It's Kenny and JT.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Have a great show!
Canadians in the open. Why I oughta. Hey, we're coming to you live in the corner of 6th and Market. Beautiful downtown Canton, Ohio. It's the Wednesday Hump Day Kenny and JT show. 53 degrees right now in the heart of this Hall of Fame city.
Yeah, I was a little late getting here to the station today because I stayed home to watch Canada and Czechia play in the Olympic men's hockey game. And Czechia up 3-2 with 3 minutes to go. Going to pull off one of the biggest upsets. They give up the tying goal, and then Canada comes back, scores in overtime. Canada survives, advances. Now we'll see if the United States can do the same against Sweden coming up here in about 5 minutes. The game starts.
I watched a bit of it as well. I was intrigued to try and find out where the hell Czechia is. And what I did was I had to Google it. It was what we would used to call the Czech Republic.
Right. So they
over there.
Yeah, they
just over there.
Over there. It's
just
over there.
I think it's next to Poland. You know, we zip in, we zip right back out.
Yeah.
And it's the same team that was blown out by Team Canada, 5-0 just a few days ago.
Right.
So, I mean, it just goes to show you that, you know, I still believe hockey is probably the hardest sport, especially in these Olympics. Now, they're comparing this Canadian team to one of the greatest, if not the greatest hockey team of all time in Olympic play.
Okay.
Now, my question to you would be this. Because they did not say this. They did not compare them, and I know it's a different sport, to the Dream Team.
Right.
Are the Canadian hockey team like the Dream Team?
No, it's not that good,
right.
And they're not as good as some of the Russian teams, back in the day when
Not
the Soviet...
tonight anyway.
Well, they're not in the tournament, so they can't win the Russians. But back in the day, the Russians were kings of Olympic hockey.
Right.
They just were. And so Canada, and here's the big story out of that. Not only did they need overtime to win the game in advance, because it's win or go home, literally, right? Sidney Crosby out with a knee injury for Team Canada as they got physical with Sidney, roughed him up a little bit, and no word yet if he's done for the rest of the tournament because Canada, to win gold, has to win 2 more games, and they're the favorites to do so. But without Sidney Crosby, that kind of evens the playing field maybe a little bit more for the United States team.
I got news for you. Forget about the rest of the tournament. How about the rest of the NHL season?
That, too. As a Penguins fan, when I saw him go down today, I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, he got hit. Oh, he got back. Oh, then they hit him again. And then next thing I know, the door swings open. He's going to the bench. He's in pain. They show him walking to the locker room. That would be like LeBron at this past weekend's All-Star game, right? Playing because Sidney's 38, LeBron's 41, whatever it is, right? And, going up for a dunk and somebody hitting him and he comes down on his knee and maybe he's done for the season.
Well, last year during the All-Star break, during the NHL season, they played the Four Nations tournament.
Yep.
One of the Kachuk brothers was lost for the remainder or something. I mean, there was a lot of injuries that resulted from the All-Star game. You would never have that or never expect to see that in an NBA All-Star game because they don't go that hard. Although they went harder this year. Luckily, nobody got injured.
Yeah.
I mean, I was holding my breath. I'm not going to lie to you. Hopefully that Donovan Mitchell doesn't go down, or in that Rising Stars, you don't lose Tyson.
Yeah, I was with you on that as well. Love the competition, but you hold your breath on all of that because these are really, the NBA All-Star game meaningless, right?
Yeah.
The Olympics, the epitome, right? Some think winning an Olympic medal is bigger than winning the Stanley Cup. I disagree with that. Some people do because it's the world, right? But a lot of those players that are on all the different teams, including Czechia and Canada and Sweden, the United States, play in the NHL.
That's got to be tough. I mean, consider yourself being a Penguins fan,
right.
Brian and Pam Cook as well. Now you're looking at this guy, their greatest player probably ever, might be lost for the remainder of the season. I haven't watched a lot of NHL.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Penguins are a team that could possibly win a Stanley Cup, but it makes it a lot harder to watch the rest of the season when your favorite player, and I have to imagine he's everyone's favorite Penguin.
Right now, absolutely, and they are playing better than a lot of people thought they would. I don't know if they're Stanley Cup contenders, but they're playoff contenders. Without him, they are not. So
the bottom line is it sucks. If you lose, let's say Jose Ramirez plays for the Dominican Republic in the World thing.
Okay.
if you lose him as a Guardian fan, you're going to be upset.
Absolutely. Yeah. Did you see where I call him Nasty Bunny? He's the Nasty Bunny. It was a terrible halftime
Bad
show.
Bunny?
Nasty. Oh, Bad Bunny. I'm
He's
sorry.
paying
Bad Bunny.
for somebody.
Well, he was going to pay for insurance for Francisco Lindor to play, and if he got hurt, he'd cover the insurance, whatever it would cost if Lindor, went down with a more serious injury than the hamate bone.
Lindor's already hurt. Maybe he should just pay for his surgery.
Or that. One or the other. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. We got the U.S. facing off here shortly. But hey, Brian, give me some Olympic music. You got the Olympic. We won a gold medal
Do
today.
you have a medal count?
Yes, I do. You ready for this?
All right.
We won a gold medal today. Hallelujah. We haven't won many of them. Our 7th gold medal in the United States.
In?
It is in women's alpine skiing.
Okay.
All right? Michaela Schifrin has won gold in her final 2026 Winter Olympics appearance. The most decorated alpine skier of all time. Schifrin dominated the slalom. She won it in the slalom.
That's hard.
It's really tough.
Did you see
man.
the story about Lindsey Vonn?
I'll get to that. Hold on. She finished a full 1.5 seconds ahead of her closest competition. That's like blowing somebody out by 30 points. She kicked ass, man. It's sweet redemption for the 30-year-old Schifrin, who hadn't medaled in her previous 8 Olympic starts and experienced PTSD from a scary crash
you know why.
in 2024.
There's no Russians in these Olympics.
It's her 3rd Olympic gold medal in her career and 4th overall medal. So congratulations. They're hard to come by for the United States. Gold medal. Michaela Schifrin is how you pronounce her last name. So there you go. And at last check, the United States was 7 gold. I believe they were up to 24 overall. And let there be light on the gold medal winners, right? 24 was the last total number. We're in 3rd place behind Norway and Italy.
That's why I don't even check. I don't know the time difference.
No.
Is it up to date? Is it not up to date? We're not good in Winter Olympics. Do you get 1 medal for an entire team like the hockey team?
No, everybody gets one.
Rats. Yeah, but what does it count in the medal count?
1, that's it. Yeah,
Rats.
you only win 1. Yeah.
Boy,
How
it sure
about
would've
this
been nice.
story? You ready for this? Johannes Holsflot Klebo.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
Won his record 10th Olympic gold medal.
For the most consonants in a name?
I don't know.
Or vowels?
if that factored in or not. But what's the significance of his 10th gold medal? Ready? Klebo, who is 29 years old, okay?
Is that Drago's brother? I must break you in the Olympics.
Klebo. Klebo's victory made him only the 2nd Olympian ever, winter or summer games, to have 10 gold medals. The other, of course, Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps?
Yeah. So history made as, once again, Johannes Holsflot Klebo.
What's the sport?
What's he in? He's in, he does that cross-country stuff real fast.
Jeez, that's not a sport. That's going to the grocery store where he lives.
Yeah, they come men's racing.
Isn't cross-country skiing what they do in Sweden because they got to go milk the cows?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously, is that a sport?
I've tried skiing downhill
Winter
twice.
Olympics.
I sucked. I fell every time. I didn't want to get hurt. But I've done cross-country skiing, and I can do that. So I could challenge this.
That's horrible.
Johannes Holsflot Klebo, I think.
It's very hard. That's why we develop things like snowmobiles in this country.
Yeah.
We want to get from point A to point B, and we want to go fast. I want to go fast. I've gone downhill skiing, and I've skied in Colorado.
Oh,
and I mean to tell you,
no,
it is not for the faint of heart, but it is beautiful. You will never see a bluer sky than you will when you go to A Basin and you're in Colorado. It's unbelievable, outstandingly beautiful. And I'll say this.
What?
It's easier to ski in real snow than it is in the manufactured stuff that we have in these
Like
here
Brandy
parks.
Wine and these
Horrible.
other places. Yeah.
Because
okay.
when you go
Makes
out there
sense.
and you can go fast,
Yeah.
it's not like you're on ice. You're on real powder. And it's unreal.
Well, you can do the skiing if, we had to put a
Long
team
time
together
ago,
here at
mush.
HBC.
My knees are mush now.
I'll do the curling because I watched more curling last night. Okay,
jeez.
And here's what how many games do we play in Major League Baseball? What's a full season?
What is that, 162?
Yeah, I think that's how many games they're playing in curling in these Olympics. Every time I turn it on, there's a curling match here, a curling match there. There's men, there's women, there's mixed curling. I mean, it's like, holy cow.
You want to know why?
Why?
Look at the athletes.
Well, are they athletes?
Look at the people that are playing the sport of curling. Look at them. They're all like supermodels. Have you seen?
Team Italy is easy on the eyes. They're
Man,
all over the social
I want to be
media.
a curler. I don't want to go fast anymore.
I want to be on
Meet me at the bar afterwards or during the game.
Right, the mixed curling team for Italy. I'll try out for that team. Yeah. And then the guys, though, you go,
I take back what I said earlier. Team Canada is not just drinking Molson and Labatt Blue.
Right.
Because when you look at them, they don't have big beer bellies like they used to.
That's right. Yeah.
Slide on that ice before you let go of the rock.
How about those shoes they wear, too?
I like
Did you see
shoes.
the shoes?
I don't like
They
a pair
look
of shoes.
like bowling shoes.
I don't like a pair of shoes that don't match.
Well, but they have to do that because I think one shoe
Right.
helps you slide,
I
the
don't
other
like it.
shoe stops you.
I'm not buying it, Bobby, and I don't like it. My shoes have to match. Yours match.
Yeah, there you go. I got them. Yeah.
I don't like that sport. I don't like the Winter Olympics. I only like hockey.
The hammer. Do you know what the hammer is in curling?
Yeah.
I still don't know.
What?
And
No, wait a
I
minute.
read up on it. I don't know what it is.
It's a Swiffer, I thought.
No, that's the Swiffer is the brush. Yeah, you can buy those at Walmart, Drug Mart, whatever mart you want. Save a lot, all that. Get the Swiffer, and that'll be your curl. Stop.
Yes.
That type of thing.
We have the cleanest ice ever.
Yes.
Because we clean it the
That's
whole
what
time.
they're doing. They're not doing anything else but cleaning the ice. The stone, the hammer, the Swiffer, right? And I watched the United States get their butts beat yesterday. I forget. Italy beat the United States in men's. Yeah, men's curling.
Well, they cheated. They're the home country.
Well, they had lost 5 in a
They
row.
have the judges
and
on
they
their
beat us.
side.
They beat us. No, there's no judges.
They used one of the, there's an official on that ice.
No,
He's the one that scores it.
No,
In
is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you got? There you go.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
See, if we had better coaching, we would have won that Olympics.
I've watched. So here's what I've decided. If there's more curling on, if it's the men's curling, I'm not watching. How's that? I'll leave it at that.
There was an article on Bro Bible today.
Okay.
And it had the teams that have missed, or the countries, I guess I should say, that have missed Olympics and for whatever reasons.
Yeah.
After or during World War I, World War II, and this and that.
Right.
My question's got to be this. Does it really matter? Does it make it easier if there is no Russian team there?
Sure.
I think it does.
Yeah, I would think so.
when these teams boycott, I think it downplays, and if I were an athlete that won a medal, I'd say, no, it doesn't matter. I still won the gold.
Right.
But if you didn't beat the best.
That's okay, because every year you never know who it's going to be. So that was the best of who was there, and they didn't boycott. They were locked out.
Back in those days. I'm
Okay.
saying there were teams. What happened was, I think, Team USA boycotted one year. It was in Russia. They came back and they boycotted here.
Right.
It's just, does it downplay what you've done?
No, because it's still how many other countries,
You
how many other
beat
athletes.
Sweden.
So what? We're not good in winter
It's like
sports.
driving in.
Yeah, we zip in, we zip,
Zip
out.
out, man. It's like
Wisconsin.
Take the Winnebago.
Speaking of Wisconsin,
What?
you
Oh, my
and I,
gosh.
let's tell everybody what we actually watched besides the Olympics
This
last
is how
night.
you know Kenny Rhoda and myself are really bored during the
Yes.
All-Star break.
Yes.
We watched Ohio State-Wisconsin basketball last night.
Men's basketball.
Might have been the worst basketball game I've ever seen. I could go to the Y and watch a better pickup game, couldn't you?
It was terrible. God bless Bruce Thornton. Scored his 2,000th career point. He's third all-time in Ohio State history. He has a chance to end up number one, right, when it's all said and done. But, Jay, how the hell was Wisconsin ranked 24th in the country?
Because there's not 25 good teams in the country.
Oh, my God, they were terrible.
You know what was worse?
What?
The crowd at the Schottenstein Center. When you watch the game, and we were talking about this just the other day with Mark Kestisher, the voice of ESPN basketball on the radio.
Yep.
And he talked about the All-Star game and how there were no one there, but you couldn't tell. Well, you couldn't tell last night that place was half empty because it was so dark. But the upper deck is absolutely closed at the Schott for Ohio State men's basketball.
Sad.
I was really shocked when towards the end of the game, the crowd actually that was there came to life. Because during the game, it was like, our cheerleaders are even horrible. Did you hear the one cheer? You could hear it plain as day.
No.
We want 2. We want 3. We want 2. That was their cheer. I can't make this up. It was so quiet in that gymnasium that you could hear a guy in the background sneeze.
So it was, we want 2, we want 3, we want to score for you and me. Is that what it was?
Well, it was kind of like, we got spirit. Yes, we do. We got spirit. How about you?
Okay.
But it was, the male cheerleaders versus the female cheerleaders.
Yell captains.
And it was kind of fun,
okay.
We want 2. No, we want 3. I get it. But I'm not supposed to hear that on the broadcast.
Because the crowd, there is none, right?
We don't have any bigs on this team.
All right. Did you see the top 5 scorers all time in Ohio State basketball?
I did. I've got the top 3 and sprinkled the infield later, but go ahead and read them all.
Okay. William Buford. Remember William Buford?
I remember Buford T. Pusser, walking tall.
William Buford tied with Jerry Lucas, who was actually on a team that won the national championship 1960, right? 1,990 points. Bruce Thornton now is third as he just eclipsed 2,000. Herb Williams is still second all-time with 2011. And Dennis Hobson.
How about that?
Is still your number 1 all-time leading scorer at Ohio State with 2,096 points. Here's what Bruce Thornton needs to do in order for him to be the all-time leading scorer. He needs to average 19.8 points per game over the final 6 games to become the all-time leading scorer for Ohio State. And they're having Senior Day on March 7th, and he's got a bobblehead on that night coming his way.
Yeah, there are only 5 games remaining in the regular season. Let's hope that they do make the postseason so he can eclipse that number. But the thing you've got to remember, you've got to go way back in time, and this is the reason why there's not a Jimmy Jackson or a Mike Conley at the top of that list. Anytime we had a great player, he left after his second or third year. Maybe some of them left after a year. Hell, Costa Kufas left after his freshman year. Not to say that he might have been one of the highest scoring Buckeyes of all time, but I mean, you look at it and you have to take it with a grain of salt. But the thing with Bruce Thornton is you got to be happy that a player of his, I guess, ability decided to not transfer out.
Well, here's the thing, and please don't take this the wrong way. He's a good college player because of his physicality. He's too small, not quick enough to make it in the NBA. He will be an overseas player. So he's looking at that and saying, okay, NIL dollars, I'll stay in one spot. I'll be, honored as one of the top 3, if not the top all-time leading scorer. And if that's the high point of my basketball career, great. That's a nice thing to fall back on. And he'll end up playing overseas or maybe in the G League.
Or maybe he gets coached up and plays a different style of basketball or a different brand. And if they work on his outside shooting, maybe he will be, he kind of reminds you of, he's built a lot like Donovan Mitchell. But you can really tell the difference between a player like Donovan and a player like Bruce Thornton when you watch him, because obviously we don't have anyone close to a great shooter on that team, in my opinion. The way they shoot in the NBA, it's night and day with what I saw last night.
Yes, I agree with that.
Really not good basketball.
And here's where he's not like Donovan Mitchell. Donovan plays above the rim. He plays below the rim. He's
just in stature, I'm saying. He's built like him, and that you kind of see a little bit of a resemblance, and then it stops right there.
Yeah, his career, I'm looking at his stats. 4 years. He's played, in 32 or more games the previous 3. He'll have to, hope that they get a postseason game in order to reach that possibly. He's at 26 right now. So, he did it in 4 years, which is great. And every year his scoring average went up 10.6, 15.7, 17.7, 19.9 is what he's averaging right now. So, God bless him. And let's hope he can help the Buckeyes make the postseason.
He should get it
the tournament.
in one of the tournaments at least.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not going to be a team that's going to refuse an invite to an NIT if they don't make the NCAA.
Yeah, he's going to want to play in that, right?
Let's take on Michigan State here over the weekend. See if he can get his normal 20 points. What do you say, 19 and change a night?
19.9 points. So get 20 points a night in the remaining games, and guess what? He's going to go down probably as the all-time leading scorer.
Good story.
Yeah, so good luck to him and the Buckeyes. Hey, whether we, enjoyed the game or not last night, it was their biggest win of the season. It
Right.
was the first-ranked team,
Right.
and barely 24 out of 25 are ranked, right? First-ranked team they've defeated all year. And like I said, how Wisconsin is the 24th best team in the country is beyond me. I have no idea.
You have to go back and look and see what they've done previously. And I told you, a lot of times when you're dealing with these 19, 20, 21-year-olds, sometimes up to 23, like Coach Johnson told us yesterday, it's hard to get up for these games, and especially when you're playing a weeknight game on the road in the Big Ten. Maybe we just blitzed them and caught them off guard. Or, sitting down?
I'm sitting, yeah.
Maybe the Buckeyes finally played the style of game that they're good at. Maybe they're better and should have been playing that well all season long. That's a tough statement to make. I hope that's the case.
Yeah, but that's
not
was
the case.
boring,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
My goodness. I had trouble watching
I can't make myself believe what I just said.
And Royal made, 5 threes in a game, and he was one for his previous 20?
Unconscious.
So, he played out of his mind in order for that to happen. And,
he is a former Mr. Basketball in the state of Ohio.
Okay.
So maybe he comes to fruition here. Maybe they start playing a little bit better down the stretch. They're going to have to if they want. They've got to win at least 2 of the last 5 games, and they've got to beat
they
Michigan
need a
State.
signature win, right?
Well, that was it.
Well, no, that's not it.
That was it last night. They're not going to take down Michigan State at Sparty.
You don't think? Okay. Sparty lost by 30 the other night, and then they came back and won by 20. How about
When was the last time Ohio State went into Michigan State and won?
I have no idea. No clue. But I do know this. UCLA's head coach, Mick Cronin, threw his own player out of the game yesterday. Did you see this?
Mick Cronin, isn't that the lead singer of REO Speedwagon?
Mick Cronin, okay? They're getting blown out again. Second blowout game in a row. And it was Michigan State because it was Izzo, right? Okay. So one of Izzo's guys is going up for a dunk, and this guy, fouls him hard. Okay. And, flagrant one, I think, right? And Mick Cronin points to his guy, and he points to the locker room. Everybody's, what's going on? Mick Cronin's like, get to the locker. He threw his own guy out. So the line after the game was, Tom Izzo goes, well, I guess Mick thought it was a flagrant 2 and threw his own guy out. I mean, so we've seen some of these coaches in the last couple of weeks really getting on their players, but I've never seen a guy throw his own guy out of the game.
Wow.
Hard foul, flagrant 1. That was stupid. We're losing by 30. He's going to have a dunk. It means nothing. And he's like, you have that much energy? Then box somebody out during the game. Jeez. Get out. To the locker room you go. And he threw his own guy out of the game. I was like, what the hell's going on around here? No. All right, update on the United States and Sweden as they are in the first period. And the United States needs to win to advance to the semifinals. If they lose, they're done and no medal.
All right.
11-minute mark of the first period in Italy. Sweden and the United States tied 0-0.
I went back into the Michigan State webpage. I wanted to see when the last time the Buckeyes won at East Lansing.
All right, yeah.
And just quickly looking it over, I think the last time we won up there was 2005, 2006.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's been a minute.
I knew it's been forever.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Absolutely. So, but that was a good win for them. Let's see if they can build off of that. It was a must-win, and they took advantage of it. Now can they string 2 or 3 together and go from being that last team out to the last team in? Because that's kind of where they're on. They're that bubble team, right? They're the ultimate bubble team right now, unless you're Jay Billis, who thinks they're the 50th best team in all of college basketball. I don't think they're one of the top 68. I think they're in that 69 to 75 area where you've got to really make a statement in these next few games or in the Big Ten tournament or whenever it might be just to get an invite to the big dance.
You ready to get hydrated?
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, we're going to find out more about that. I can't wait. Mike McAbeer from iCryo Canton is going to join us and tell us about what they offer at their fantastic establishment at 4603 Everhard Road Northwest in Canton. And right now, you can take advantage of it because guess what? 330 deals, man. Right? It's a $60 value for $25, and I want to find out more about this cryotherapy. I've heard about it. I know a lot of people who've done cryotherapy. I've never done it, but I'm going to get some more information.
I know Mike from the gym. He's
Okay.
not only like a trainer. I mean, this dude knows everything about the body. He's a former nurse, male nurse as well, and he'll tell us all about staying hydrated, getting hydrated, buying hydration, making sure that we're taking care of our bodies, and that's coming your way next with iCryo.